Would you buy a house if you knew a crime had taken place there or if it was near a toxic site? You might be surprised to learn that some properties carry what's called a stigma, and it could seriously impact their value, resale potential, and even your financing. So today, let's talk about stigmatized properties and what FHA appraisers look for and how to protect yourself before closing the deal. According to FHA and the Dictionary of Real Estate Appraisal, a stigma is an adverse public perception regarding a property, usually tied to something like environmental contamination or a grisly crime that affects marketability and value. Stigmas typically fall in two main categories: environmental, social. So let's break those down. Environmental stigmas often involve concerns that may not be immediately visible, but can pose a threat or raise red flags. So for an example, proximity to a toxic site. If a home is near a known hazard like a waste facility or a chemical spill site, but contamination hasn't been proven, the appraiser is required to call for a qualified third-party inspection before moving forward. Another example might be if the property was used to manufacture drugs. So even if the home looks clean now, it could be contaminated. The appraiser will flag this and may require environmental testing or remediation. Social stigmas are a little bit different. These often involve a property's past use or history, things like criminal activity or violent events. So an example might be like a grisly crime that was committed in the home. Appraisers must follow state or local laws on whether this kind of information can be disclosed. So if disclosure is prohibited by law, they cannot include it in the report. And if the disclosure is not prohibited, the appraiser must inform the lender. So another example might be if the house was previously used to sell drugs. So this could affect the perception and marketability of the property and may be flagged during the appraisal. So an important note here is whether or not it's included in the appraisal report often depends on local laws. Appraisers walk a fine line with stigmatized properties. In some cases, they're required to disclose potential stigmas, and in others, they're legally prohibited from saying anything at all. This is why it's so important for buyers, agents, and lenders to understand local disclosure rules, because what you don't know could hurt your deal. If you're buying a home or guiding someone who is, here's how to stay informed and protected. 1, know your state and local disclosure laws. Some states require sellers to disclose events like deaths or crimes, others do not. 2, always review the appraisal report before closing. Appraisals aren't just about value, they can reveal potential issues, including environmental concerns or zoning flags. And 3, ask your agent and lender questions. If anything seems off or you're curious about the history, ask. Local professionals often know what's going on behind closed doors. And number 4, trust your gut. If something about the home feels off, dig deeper. Worried about unknowingly buying a stigmatized property or just wanting to make sure your deal is safe and sound? Book a call with me today and I'll walk you through what to look for, how FHA handles stigma in appraisals, and how to avoid costly surprises before closing. And hey, if this video helped clear up some confusion, don't forget to subscribe for more real estate insights and lending tips made simple. Click the link below and let's talk.